Hi, Adrian. Thanks for being here today. Oh no, thanks for having me. It's an honor, truly. Though, I kind of wish we didn't have to be so close. Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, isn't it? It really, really is. I feel like we're about to make out or something. And no offense, but you kind of look like you could be my brother or something. Yeah, I get that. No offense taken. Though we should probably move on because this is kind of stupid. It is, I agree. But I feel like we needed to address it, you know? Yeah, I wish we had more room to work with, but I haven't moved my computer desk yet. It's cool. We'll manage. So I wanted to talk to you a bit about the new album, 12 times 1. First of all, wow. I must say I've listened to it a few times already, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it really feels like extremely personal to me. I mean, every track feels like it's talking about something that I went through. Yeah, that makes sense. Does it? Why do you think that? Actually, I'm not sure. As I think about it more, I really have no reason to expect that we would understand each other at all. Who are you again? Adrian. Yeah, unfamiliar. Well, we should hang out sometime. Probably not, but thanks. Okay. Well, can you tell me anything about the inspiration behind this album? Oh, sure. Actually, I started filming a sort of blog recently about that very subject. You know, you bringing it up like this is actually really helpful because, well, after I recorded it, I realized that it was just pretty boring by itself. So maybe if we worked together and combined your interview with my blog, it would be a little more dynamic and interesting. You don't think so? Definitely not. Let's have a look anyway. Wait, what's it called? VH7 Behind the Music. Seriously? Yeah. You realize that no one below the age of like 35 is going to understand that reference, right? Yeah. Okay then. Here's VH7 Behind the Music. Welcome to the stories of the songs that you don't know, from the album that you don't know, from the bands that you don't know. This is VH7 Behind the Music with Exit 7. Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. That's probably a reference that not many people get these days. Okay, so I wanted to talk about where this album came from. This is, I guess you could say, my VH1 Behind the Music. Obviously a little presumptuous to assume that anyone would even really care at this point, but I know personally I always really enjoy it whenever I find out, the meaning behind songs and the creative thought process and the different things that inspire the art that I enjoy. So in case there's other people out there who feel the same, this is for them. If it's not interesting to you, then you're not going to get much out of this. Okay, so it started about a year ago. I haven't been looking at the camera this entire time. Hello. All right, so about a year ago, I was, I was recording some music, but not really much. It was just a song here and there whenever I felt particularly inspired. And I really didn't have a lot of time to invest in music at that point. At least not a lot of time that I was willing to invest, I guess, which sounds awful. But music is like my first love, but it's pretty easy for my brain to get distracted by 100 other things. And so I was kind of looking for some sort of schedule that, just deadlines. I work really good with deadlines, especially whenever I'm the day before a deadline. That's whenever I do 90% of my work. So I was trying to think of something, and then just by coincidence, it seemed, one night trying to sleep, and your brain won't shut up. It's just going and going and going. It occurred to me that the way the months and the musical keys line up is actually the same. So the months with 31 days, they line up with the non-sharp keys, the major keys, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And then the months without 31 days, which I'll put all this right here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, they line up with the sharps. So February is F sharp, so January is the major F, and then February goes to F sharp, and so on and so forth, and they just line up perfectly. And this thought just occurred to me while I was trying to sleep, and I immediately jumped up and grabbed my phone and started searching. First I wrote it down on a sketch pad on my phone to make sure that I wasn't imagining this, and it really did line up. And so then I scoured the internet trying to see other people talk about this, and I couldn't find anything at all. No one seemed to notice or care, and it just seemed like such a really cool coincidence to me that it just seemed crazy that no one's ever done anything with this idea before. And so right then immediately I was like, okay, I am doing that. And that was in March, and so I started with the March song. And at the time that I'm recording these, by the time I put them out next month or possibly the month after that, I'll have titles for everything. But at the time of recording these, because of that, I don't have titles for them yet, because I just have them titled as the month and the key that they were made in. So anyways, the next video will be March, and we'll go through each video subsequently, and I'll talk a little bit about each of those songs, what they mean. I tried to write them so that they were very much influenced by whatever was going on in my life for that month, with one exception, which we'll eventually get to, but also in a way that, it wasn't just specific to the points where it's unrelatable unless you're going through exactly that. I tried to make it a little bit more universal, and certain ones I tried to influence a sense of the season that it was. And overall, you'll notice if you listen to all of it, you'll notice a theme of kind of cycles, and recognizing those cycles and working with those cycles to grow, to live better in some way, which better is a subjective word, but and so yeah, that's that. I will see you in the next one. Wow, that was certainly something. Thank you. For what? I don't know. I guess you didn't say what kind of thing it was, did you? No, I didn't. Well. Oh, but hey, I should mention something about the video. Okay. So the whole concept is a song every month in the key of that month, right? That's what your video said. Yeah, well, I don't exactly know musical theory, at least not enough to really know if each song is in the correct key or not. What? Yeah, well, I mean, I can definitely say that each song started out with a chord in that key, or some, variation of chord in that key, but that's about it. I honestly have no idea if they're all in the right key or not. What? Well, I mean, it's a cool idea though, right? Sir, that's your entire pitch though. Yeah. Well, okay. Thank you for trying. Should we just move on to the first song or something? Yeah, why the fuck not? Alright, so one last thing, I guess. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. To be honest, this whole thing was kind of a whim, but at this point I've sunk like half of an entire day into this. So I'm definitely not going to turn back now. But originally I was, whenever the thought just sparked in my head for a minute and I started recording stupid shit, originally I was thinking that I would like make one short video for each song, but that may or may not be the case because I'm not entirely sure that the story behind one song would be enough to fill a video longer than like a minute or two. I mean, some of them, sure, but definitely not all of them. I guess we'll see what happens, and we'll see what kind of release schedule feels the most natural for this. I don't know. I might do this as a lead up to the album. I might do it after the album. See if this part generates any interest whatsoever, and we'll go from there, I guess. But if you've made it this far, you're stronger than I am. Oh, that's not true. I've sunk so many hours of my life into useless YouTube videos. This is exactly the sort of thing I would watch, actually. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. I have plenty of music. More coming all the time. Damn near every genre there is. So there's probably something somewhere that you would like if you want to look around. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Oh God, I'm going to say that thing. Like and subscribe if you want. Fuck, I hate myself. Bye.